Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Now, Donald Trump is so reviled by some in the Republican establishment that the party's former president, George Bush Sr., has reportedly said he'll vote for Hillary Clinton. If confirmed, however, that may be cold comfort for Mrs. Clinton, who's fighting a trust deficit as well as perceptions of cronyism over the Clinton Foundation, which manages millions in charitable donations from both private and foreign government interests. As the Clinton Global Initiative holds its final annual meeting today, our Washington correspondent Kylie Morris reports on the allegations of conflicts of interest that risk damaging the Clinton brand.
We are blessed to have leaders from all over the world here.
With a yearly budget of more than $250 million, the Clinton brand is a major force. Projects like the Global Initiative, a kind of Davos for do-gooders, brought together NGOs with princes, statesmen and celebrities, and it worked. In the health sector alone, the Clinton Foundation delivers maternal care to more than 110 million mothers and babies. But at issue in this sharp-elbowed election is whether when Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State, she gave special treatment to friends of the foundation.
New emails showing access donors got to Hillary Clinton's top aides.
Yeah, people who gave a ton of money to the Clinton Foundation, getting meetings with the sitting Secretary of State. That's not good.
A torrent of emails circulated by a right-wing lobby group points up the close relationship between her Chief of Staff, Huma Abedin, and Foundation Executive Doug Band. When Bahrain's Crown Prince couldn't get an appointment through official channels, the foundation took up his case.
Crown Prince of Bahrain in tomorrow, asking to see her. Good friend of ours.
2 days later, the meeting is arranged.
Offering Crown Prince 10 tomorrow.
In another exchange, a donor from Lebanon is put in touch with a former U.S. ambassador.
As you know, he's key guy there and to us, and is loved in Lebanon. Very important.
I'll talk to Jeff.
There's no suggestion that those who are the subjects of the emails have done anything wrong, and the Clinton campaign has repeatedly refused any suggestion of a conflict of interest. But that hasn't stopped criticism.
Do I have a problem when a sitting Secretary of State and a foundation run by her husband collects many millions of dollars from foreign governments? Yeah, do I have a problem with that? Yeah, I do.
It sets up potential perception problems.
There's no direct evidence that Access changed policy, but the concerns date back even to her confirmation hearing in 2009.
I will certainly do everything in my power to make sure that the good work of the foundation continues without there being any untoward effects on me and my service.
She agreed to the president's demands for absolute transparency, but the foundation failed to declare when the UK tripled and Australia doubled its donations to their good works. Now, just weeks from the presidential election, the foundation is still explaining.
There's no question there were phone calls made to get appointments for people, but people in public life are used to making courtesy appointments, so I don't find it unusual. I think we do have to be careful. We have to be careful that it's not linked to policy decisions.
There's no proof that anything wrong was done, but that doesn't get conveyed by the headlines, which say, man requested meeting, appearance of a problem. Clintons have never been very sensitive to that kind of thing. They've just always said, well, if there's no fire, why all the fuss about the smoke?
It's perhaps useful at this point to consider Donald Trump's much smaller charitable venture, the Trump Foundation. It's accused of being less than charitable. Indeed, New York's Attorney General wants to know why the foundation spent $12,000 on a football helmet, $20,000 on a life-size portrait of Mr. Trump, and gave $25,000 to a Florida official who days later decided not to join a lawsuit against Trump University. And today, more allegations that he used foundation funds to pay off lawsuits against his businesses. The Trump campaign says the Post has its facts wrong. It says there was not and could not be any intent or motive for the Trump Foundation to make improper payments.
In her case, it's sort of a question about the moral responsibility of power. And in his case, he seems to have worked out a system where he gave nothing, but it made it appear like he was giving something because he was using other people's money.
Given the questions around Trump's foundation, you might wonder why there's so much suspicion of the Clintons' charitable giving.
Well, and the difference for him, number one, is he didn't hold a position of public trust. He was an elected official. Number two is he won't deny it. He admits pay to play.
Individuals that were strong donors and supporters of the foundation received special access to the State Department. You can consider that normal, and in some countries it might be, but it is not expected to be normal in the United States.
I don't think she's done anything outright corrupt, but she and Bill both have had a way throughout their careers of handing their political opponents clubs with which to hit them.
The Clintons are now working to separate themselves from their charities, but time is running out to change voters' perceptions. Kylie Morris, Channel 4 News, Washington.